bounce between jobs like it's a sport. Well, lately there's been a counter trend, staying in one place, digging in deep, growing roots. It's called job hugging.
Yeah, Holly Wilbanks is sharing why some employees are choosing to stay put and what it can mean long term for them.
Yeah.
I feel like this is happening a lot, but for people who have never heard this term before, what does job hugging mean?
So job hugging is the concept that people are not looking at the market, they're not leaving their job, they are literally hugging it or clinging to it, staying put, so that they can make sure, out of fear or uncertainty, that they actually still get some sort of compensation, benefits, and all the other wonderful things we report to the man for every day.
There you go. And I was going to say, the term in and of itself sounds so nice.
It does.
It sounds so pleasant. We're just hugging our careers. We're so grateful for them. But obviously, there is we're doing it in fear, like you said, or uncertainty. When did all of this start? Because I'm seeing it everywhere, Holly.
So this really started about 2 years ago, first with the tech layoffs, and then you saw the tech people kind of hugging their jobs. And then it trickled out in 2024 to other industries as well. That was due to a lot of economic uncertainty in the market. It was due to the fact that that great resignation we experienced finally started to level out, right? And then this year is when we really saw the term job hugging take hold. And that is due to the layoffs that have been happening or continuing this year. We're also seeing a lot of opportunities not being posted in the market or not filled, so there's a lack of opportunities out there. But overall, there is uncertainty and sort of insecurity, instability within the job market right now.
Right. I'm just curious, what percentage of people are doing this? And I'm sure it's pretty high.
So the most recent statistic is 45% of people are clinging for dear life. They're not online, they're not scouring job boards. They're hunkered down and trying to figure out how they can make what they have work and trying to grow what they currently have in terms of their career.
Almost half of the workforce is staying right now in positions that they don't necessarily love. Some would call this, I would say, settling outside of obviously such a turmoil place in the job market. But how do you personally feel about job hugging? Like right now, if one of your clients was like, should I just stay put? Is this a good time to just stay put?
That is, first of all, it varies from person to person, position to position, company to company, industry to industry, okay? So you got to factor all of these things in. So my answer would be different for each one of my clients, quite frankly. But in general, we are seeing some trends emerge where job hugging is sometimes a benefit and sometimes there are consequences to that long term.
Yeah, I would have to imagine on both sides, because if you are someone who's newer to the job market and you're looking for a job, there are none available because everyone is holding on to the jobs far longer than they need to. And on the flip side of that, if you're in a position and let's just say maybe you don't like it or you're miserable, you're still staying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so to your point, people are noticing there aren't as many jobs posted. They're also noticing that the people who are above them, who might normally leave for the next level position, they're staying put, so there's nowhere for them to advance. And so we are seeing a lot of people feeling frustrated, feeling disengaged, maybe even burning out because they're sitting in jobs that they wouldn't normally sit in. They might actually make a move for either internally or externally. So,
and is that one of the consequences of job hugging that you would say is probably the biggest one?
Yes, is that you don't have those advancement opportunities that you might have if you go somewhere else.
Right.
This isn't the case in every situation, but it is something to keep in mind. And a lot of time with advancement, not only do you get a new title, new responsibilities and skills, but you also sometimes get new compensation.
Yeah.
So we are seeing a lot of compensation stagnate out there in the market right now as well.
I mean, the thought to grow in your career financially is number one to, I would say, 99%. Whenever you do feel like you're just stagnant and sitting on one certain level, that can do a lot for your mental health at work.
It absolutely can. And so what we're recommending to our clients is, first of all, if you are deciding to stay put either out of necessity or you fear that there's nothing else out there or you just want to, one of the things you can do is shift your mindset. So say to yourself, instead of thinking, oh, I'm stuck here, or, oh, I guess I'll make the most of it here, think of yourself as saying, what does staying give me the opportunity to do?
Love
so
that.
take that and really see what are the opportunities you can get from that. And we also tell our clients, don't wait for your employer to create those opportunities for you. You need to think about what you want to get out of your career and then go and do that upskilling yourself. And that can be as simple as listening to podcasts, reading books, going to networking events throughout the city of Pittsburgh. Building relationships is a great reason to focus on staying put in your job, not only internally, but externally. Build that network that you've always wanted so that when the market does open up to your liking and you are ready to make a move, then you have that network to support that.
I love that because you're taking things in your own hands.
Absolutely. And it's not an if, it's a when. Things will get better, but hold on tight.
Oh, I know that feeling of being on edge sometimes. Yeah. All right.
Totally.
Well, thank you, Holly. I appreciate it. Good
That's
advice.
awesome. We're going to have more info about the Wilbanks Consulting Group on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh. Hope you learned something too. We'll be right back.